Action. Hey everyone. Hi. Welcome to the Team FitRevolution team call. Ashley, Barton, and I'm Elisabeth Sweeney. We are going to be hosting the team call tonight. Lauren is off in Costa Rica getting yoga certified for a month. So she's just kind of having us, kind of take over and asking her team for help with team calls and stuff. So Ashley and I are going to be sharing, we're success partners, and we didn't know each other before Beachbody, but we met each other through Beachbody and decided that we were going to kind of work together and team up to kind of reach our goals and, motivate each other and that kind of thing. So we're going to be talking about success partners, and we also reached Diamond in 3 months. So we're also going to be talking about what Diamond is, and then how we got there in 3 months, and what that kind of took to get there. So yeah, take it from there. Ashley, do you want to start or?
Up to you.
Okay. So you go ahead and start, and then we're just going to kind of take turns telling our story and, how everything went for us. She's got kiddos, so she may get interrupted at times, and then I'll take over, but.
Okay. So am I starting now?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the TV loud? Sorry. No? Okay.
No, it's fine.
Hi. Aloha from Hawaii. I am Ashley Martin. Let's see. How I discovered Beachbody was back in 2012, 2013. I was on Pinterest, and I saw a post about how this girl lost weight with PCOS, and I have PCOS, and I never heard of that before. So I went to click on her link, and I found her on Facebook, and she started talking about Beachbody. And so that's how I found Beachbody. And this girl this girl was Lauren Kalitsky. So that's how I met Lauren, was from Pinterest. And she asked me like 10 times to become a coach. But it wasn't until January 21st, 2015. So like, a few months ago, where she was like, Ashley, you should be a coach. And then I was finally like, okay, I'll be a coach. So that's how I became a coach. And like we talked about before we started recording, like I was so nervous. Like I read the contract, like I didn't just press like, okay, I like read it. And I even called my financial advisor asking him what certain words meant, because I wanted to be sure I wasn't like getting into a scam or anything. Like I was terrified. But so how I started, what really helped me like get started with the business was like a lot of the team calls on Thursday, and also like just being open. Like I highly recommend to be open. Like don't be afraid to tell your story, good or bad, be personal, because this business is very personal. Like anything like with weight loss, like I tried before Beachbody, like I tried like Zumba, Weight Watchers, rafts. I tried a lot of things. So weight loss is very personal. And so if you want people to like trust you, you need to be personal. You need to be out there. You need to be like, hi, my name is da 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 da, and just be you and be super friendly. So how Lonnie, aka Elizabeth, I call Elizabeth Lonnie. So how she and I got together, it was on February 24th, 2015 at 7:57 p.m. And I know this because I looked it up on our messenger, where she was just like, hi, Ashley, I'm a friend of Lauren's. Do you want to be Success Club partners? I'm like, sure. What is that? So she explained it, and well, she wasn't even sure herself, but that's how we became Success Club partners. Lauren told her, hey, go message Ashley. You guys would be awesome together, which I think we are pretty awesome together. So together, so Elisabeth Sweeney and Ashley Barton together as Success Club partners is Team Sweeten. So that's what I named it, Team Sweeten. So whenever we do Success Club stuff together, I'm like, we're Sweeten, Team Sweeten. But so it really helps a lot to have a Success Club partner, especially, you know, with this business. It has its ups and downs, and it's really good to have someone there with you, like encouraging you, pitching ideas back and forth, and just being there like on the bad days where it's like, oh, today's a slow month. And it's like, I know, but we can do it. It's like, yeah, we can. So it's just really good just to have someone there, like a teammate, you know, and having that extra accountability for your business. So how we became Diamond in 3 months, honestly, I have no idea. Like, it just happened. Like, it was like, it was just like, oh, I'm Emerald now. And it's like, oh, I'm a Diamond. What? Like I said, what's it called? A lot of challenge groups, and a lot about being personal. When I signed up in January as a coach, I only had like a week to hit Success Club. And like I said, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. And I really think it's just because I was just out there inviting people and just being like, hey guys, come and, you know, come work out with us, or do this, do that. And just that constant like motivation from like Lonnie and her telling me like, we can do this, Ashley. We're going to be Diamond in 3 months. We could do this. And it's like, yeah, we can. So it really helped. And like, I think that's pretty much it. But like I said, my biggest tip for you folks is like, don't be afraid to be personal. Show those sweaty pics, show them your bad days, and just be you. Like, you need to be vulnerable. You can't be afraid to be vulnerable, because if you don't show that you're willing to put yourself out there, how are other people going to trust you with their lives? Like I said, weight loss and health is just so personal. So you need to be personal. And being a Beachbody coach, well, Beachbody in general has changed my life so much. Back in 2012, I was almost 200 pounds. And since then, I've lost like 50 pounds. And honestly, like, I feel more confident. I never imagined being a coach would like make me feel connected to like a wonderful group of ladies, like such a strong community. And it's just really amazing. And when I found out I had PCOS, the only other people with PCOS that I found was on Facebook, which were support group sites. And none of them had like weight loss, news or anything, or success. And it was always about a lot of like the negatives. And so ever since becoming a Beachbody coach, I've learned about other women with PCOS that are healthy, that are losing weight. And not only that, I didn't know anyone here in the islands, here in Hawaii, that had PCOS. I felt utterly alone. And when I became a coach and started signing people up and just started making conversations, I know more than 20 people on the same island as me with PCOS, which is crazy. I wouldn't have known that unless I became a coach, unless I put myself out there. And now they know that you can lose weight with PCOS. So that's how it changed my life. And I think that's pretty much it. So, Lonnie?
There we go. I unmuted myself. Something for Ashley. I feel like from day one, Ashley had amazing. Where did that dog come from? Okay. Oh, that's cute. Oh, there we go. Hi, Ron.
Hey.
Hi. I'm going to mute your audio really quick. Okay. There you are. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Ashley, like from day one, she was like posting a lot, and immediately, I feel like within the first couple of days of her becoming a coach, I started seeing her post about Beachbody, and she made her posts look really attractive and really cool, and she did little workout things, and she used the cool apps to kind of, add words or music and different things like that. So, like, I don't know. I just feel like from day one, like Shawana said, she noticed that Ashley just kind of owned it. Like, you owned being a coach from day one, and you were like, this is who I am. I'm a Beachbody coach. Your passion and your love for what you were doing, even though you didn't completely understand what you were doing, like from the get-go, you just kind of like took that role on, like fake it till you make it kind of thing. Like, you're like, I'm a Beachbody coach. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm a Beachbody coach. And you just did it, and so that's what I think was really attractive to people with you, and was, for me, I was like, oh, I was attracted to your posts, and I was attracted to your enthusiasm and things like that. So I wanted to add that in there because, we always don't see ourselves the way other people see us, but I noticed that for you right away. So
Thank you.
I would have been your coach in a heartbeat if,
Oh.
I had signed up already.
Well, like I said, like another reason why I love Success Club Partners and I love Lonnie is that, like, you can just keep doing challenges together, and it's always good to know, like if you're having a bad day or if something happened, because we have lives too, and you have like that comfort knowing that someone else is in your challenge groups. That's a coach that's kind of watching over the other people, so you kind of have that buffer. But yeah, like Lonnie and I totally like made it official. Like, we're gonna be Success Club Partners for life, and there was a emoji ring and everything.
Yeah, we did that totally. Oh gosh, you're sharing all our secrets. It's crazy. It's okay. It's so funny. It's hilarious. Okay, so I'll just kind of tell you guys my story, how it all started. Thanks, Ash. So my journey with weight loss, I didn't lose a lot of weight with Beachbody or anything. I gained probably about 40 pounds in like 2004, 2005. I'd always been, I don't know, a little more on the slender side, but I gained a lot of weight. I gained like 40 or 50 pounds. And I got addicted to food. I was eating like, carbs and sugar. And I was just like so addicted to sugar. It wasn't even funny. And over the course of like 5 or 6 years, I slowly like took the weight off. But it wasn't until probably about 2012 when I was like, I want a big change. I want my body to change in a big way. And I learned about bodybuilding and weightlifting and what that can do for women. And I was always like, oh, bodybuilding's going to make me like huge. I'm going to have pecs and like lats sticking out to here or whatever. But like I started seeing pictures of other women who bodybuilded, and they looked like slender and sleek, and they looked toned, and their shoulders were nice and everything. I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll try that. So I started bodybuilding in 2012, I believe. And then about a year into it, I started competing in like the bikini division and bodybuilding competitions and stuff. And, even through all of that, I was in this like really love-hate relationship with my body. I wanted my body to change because I didn't really love it, honestly. And the competitions were hard because it's like, you have to diet to the point where you're like super skinny, but you have these like muscles sticking out, and I don't know, it's weird. So I did 4 competitions, and then I was just done. And I took a break And then I went through kind of a really rocky period in my life. I went through a divorce and decided to just like not do fitness anymore at all. I was like done eating well. I was done working out. I was just going to have fun. And I did that for probably about a year and a half. During that time, at a little bit before my divorce, I started doing personal training and became a personal trainer. By the way, you don't have to be a personal trainer to be a Beachbody coach, but that's just kind of my background. But I started personal training, and one of my good friends, one of my best friends, she told me about Beachbody, and she's like, I'm doing this Beachbody thing, and you would be perfect for it because you're a fitness trainer and da-da-da-da-da. And I just was like, no, because I had done Mary Kay before, and I kind of knew about multi-level marketing, and I was thinking about doing Advocare at one point, and I just really wasn't into the whole sales thing. I was not a salesperson by any means. And I didn't want people to hate me. Like, that was my worst fear. I'm like, I don't want people to hate me and avoid me whenever they see me coming because they think I'm going to try to sell them something. And that's what I felt like happened with Mary Kay. But honestly, when I look back, like, Mary Kay was not my passion. Makeup, I don't wear makeup ever. And so makeup is not my passion. Health and fitness is my passion. So my best friend, she bugged me for like 6 months straight to be a Beachbody coach. And I was like, no. And this just goes to show you that, like, you need to, consistently talk to people. You don't have to like pressure them and be on them every single day. But she talked to me probably about 5 or 6 times within a 6-month period. And all of a sudden one day, so this was December 2014, I just messaged her one day and said, I'm ready to do this. I'm going to be a Beachbody coach. And she's like, what? And so she's like, okay, I'll sign you up. And I signed up and had no idea what I was getting into. And I'm like, I guess I'll do this 21-day fix thing. I don't know. And get Shakeology. I don't know what that is either, but I guess I'll drink it. And so, yeah, I got my challenge pack and actually went to Maui for like 2 weeks, and then got back in January 2015, and like just hit the ground running with my business. I kind of had a vision for my future with this business. I really wanted to travel. I wanted time freedom. I wanted financial freedom. I wanted all of that. So I was like, all right. And I knew Lauren at the time as well. And I met her through the girl who signed me up. And I knew what Lauren's life was like. I knew, financially, like, she was free, and time-wise, she was free, and she was going to go on these trips and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want that so bad. I want to be a free spirit and not work a 9 to 5 and not have to sit through traffic anymore. So that's why I signed up. Let's see. Okay. So like, as a new coach, I kind of did what Ashley did. I just kind of hit the ground running. I didn't really understand what a Beachbody coach did. Like, I had an idea of what a Beachbody coach was and what they did, but, I wasn't going to wait until I figured it all out to start. And I think a lot of people want to figure it all out and then get going, but it's like, you have to figure out as you go. As you post, you're going to figure out what works and what doesn't. As you talk to people, you're going to figure out what works and what doesn't. You're not going to be able to know that until you actually step out and do it. And so for me, I owned that I was a coach. Like, as soon as I became a coach, I made a post, explaining my background and my story. And then I told everyone, I'm a coach now. This is what I'm doing. And everyone was so supportive, and everyone was so like happy that I was a coach. Shawana said, build genuine relationships and you won't feel like a salesman. You don't have to see the whole staircase. I didn't need to see everything to like start stepping. And if I knew if I build like relationships, then like things would start working out. So I started posting a lot, and I really probably made a lot of mistakes at first with my posting. I used like stock images, and I was very like, I used sales pitches, and I did what I thought I should do. And now it's like my posts have progressed with all the training, because you learn along the way. Like even 2 years into this business, you're still going to be learning. But I just, learned about posting and learned things along the way. And now my posts have gotten a lot better. But even at the beginning, I just posted all the time about like, I was doing the 21-day fix. I made videos for little like workouts during my 21-day fix. And I posted about Shakeology because I was on fire about Shakeology. I knew that Shakeology I had done a lot of research in like health and nutrition, and the superfoods in Shakeology, I understood like fully. When I got that bag, I knew what was in there, and really good for like hormone regulation, and it's helped me with my anxiety and my depression. I mean, there's so much more to it than just, killing your cravings. But I was posting about Shakeology and about the stuff that was in it. And I was constantly trying to create ideas in my head of how I could share Beachbody with people. And the number one thing was that like I became passionate about Beachbody. And I didn't think that was going to happen at first, but it did. When I did the workouts, when I drank Shakeology every day and I started feeling really good, I became really, really passionate about it. And I think that helps a lot when people see your passion and they see your enthusiasm. They want a piece of that, they want a part of what you're doing. They want to know what's making you so happy. If you don't love something, it's going to be forced, the post or whatever. When you talk to somebody, it's going to be forced to try to tell them about it. Like when I was selling makeup, I'm like, try this new mascara that I don't ever wear, like it just doesn't work. So I think it was in February, I guess, that Ashley said when we became success partners. But I don't know, I live with Lauren, and I had heard Lauren talking to Ashley, doing like calls and stuff. And so I friend requested her and knew she lived in Hawaii. And one of my dreams is to move to Hawaii, and hoping to do that by the end of this year. But just, we started chatting, we connected on Facebook, and Lauren said, why don't you guys be Success Club partners? And I had no idea what that was, but she told me. And it's just somebody who is going to stand by your side through thick and thin. They're going to motivate you. They're going to empathize with you when you have rough times, and all that kind of stuff. And that's what Ashley's been to me. We also run challenge groups together, and so she's times when I forget to post, she's stepped up and posts. And so it's really nice to have that person that you can kind of go through this journey with. But yeah, we, talk sometimes. Like we try to have weekly talks, but that doesn't always work. And, sometimes life gets in the way or whatever, but we try to talk often, or just connect through text and stuff like that. And we'll put challenge groups together, the two of us, and do that. So it's just really nice. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. So Diamond in 3 months, like Ashley said, it just seemed to kind of happen. But I think, the number one thing for me was I learned early on that if I keep starting conversations, I will never not have conversations, like with people. Like I need to keep starting conversations with people on Facebook. And it's not like I am starting conversation off just saying, hey, you should try Beachbody. Every once in a while, like, I'll think somebody would be an awesome coach, and I will reach out to them and be like, hey, I think this business opportunity would be amazing for you and you'd be an amazing coach. But more often than not, you know, I was just reaching out to people saying, hey, how are you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you or since we've talked. How's your life going? Things like that. Just building relationships with people. And more often than not, people would start asking me, you know, I'm seeing your post, you're a coach now. That's really cool. And then I would start telling them about my vision. And this is the reason why having your why clearly defined is so powerful, is because I knew my why. I knew why I was a Beachbody coach, and I knew that from the beginning. And I was able to clearly talk about that with other people. I was like, I'm going to be financially free, and I'm going to be able to travel, and I'm going to be able to move to Maui and work on the beach. And like, you know, I was passionate about living this life of freedom, and other people felt that energy from me, and they wanted that life as well. And so I built my team with people who wanted that same lifestyle, with people who like wanted that freedom, and they didn't want to, you know, work a 9 to 5 and have kids in their daycare and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so knowing your why early on and being able to express that to people, I think is really, really important to building your team. Because when you have that fire and you have that passion, you have that why, people will grab onto that and they're like, yeah, I want that too, you know? So I talk to a lot of people, you know, explain to them like why I'm doing this, why I'm passionate about this, why I love Beachbody. And a lot of people wanted to get on board with me. And I also did a lot of following up. Like, following up is so important. And I'm realizing that even more so now. I'm 4 months into being a coach, and I feel like I've been a coach for millions of years now, but following up is so important. I did that a lot when I was, you know, starting out and like getting my coaches, and there would be times where like a conversation would just drop off, and then I would have to, you know, reestablish the conversation a couple days later or something, and just be like, hey, checking in, like, how you doing? So yeah, it's really just about reaching out to people, building those relationships. If they start asking you about Beachbody, you know, share that vision and that passion with them, and, you know, follow up with people, keep, you know, conversating. Something I did a lot too was invited people to coffee. Like, I got, you know, there was a couple people that I went to coffee with, and it was like, literally, we're just going to talk and hang out, and it's not going to be about Beachbody at all. But Beachbody would come up, and I would be able to share with them, like verbally, not over text, you know, what Beachbody is doing for my life. And they saw the happiness that I had and the light in my eyes, and they wanted that too, you know? So, this has really honestly gotten me out of my comfort zone. I've never been a person who has liked answering my phone. I've answered my phone more in the last 4 months than I have in my entire life. I don't like talking to people on the phone. I do not like getting together with people like one-on-one. I don't know why. I have this kind of like social anxiety type thing, but this has really taken me out of my shell. And I've had to ask myself, like, what's the most important thing? Is my fear more important, or is my dream more important? And my dream, my why, is way more important than my fear. So I just have to like kick the fear in the butt and just do what I'm afraid to do. Let's see. So as far as being a new coach goes, like, I feel like my number one tip for a new coach is, beyond training and beyond all of that, like, training is really, really important. But you won't be able to learn everything all at once. Like, there's no way you're going to get all of the information that you need to get all at once. You're going to learn it over time, but at least get some of the like basic foundational training how to run your, like how to check your coach online office, your website, forming what that means, inviting and that kind of thing. But more importantly, I feel like it's just more about being you. You have to just be you. And you're yourself. You're not Beachbody. You have likes, you have dislikes, you have interests and hobbies, and the kind of person that you are is going to draw in a certain crowd. And so the kind of people that I draw in, people who I attract, are not the people who like you're going to attract, because we're different and we have different interests and stuff. So just know that you can totally be yourself. You don't have to all of a sudden just post like only Beachbody stuff. You don't have to, become this like super crazy fit guru overnight. You just need to be yourself and genuinely share what is working for you and what you love, and like share your journey along the way. You may not be where you're at now, like where you want to be fitness wise, health wise, and that kind of thing, but people are going to be inspired by you trying and working hard along the way. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. Huge. This is like number one. Like if you don't do it, like I don't know, like it's not going to work. Personal development. Like you have to be, reading books, listening to audiobooks, daily meditations, whatever it is, things that will fill you up every day, so that you can give to others. Like one of the books that I read at the beginning, well, I listened to it because I listened to it like in the shower and when I'm driving and that kind of thing. If I have to sit down and read a book, I won't do it. But is a book called You're a Badass. And she just completely explained how like we're meant for great things. We're meant to do amazing things in our life. And we need to squash that little voice in our head that tells us that we're not good enough or we can't do something because of whatever. We have a lot of subconscious, like limiting beliefs from, growing up and hearing messages from our parents, from friends and that kind of thing. And so personal development, what it's going to do is going to retrain your brain to feel confident and feel like you can actually do this. You can actually achieve something great, because your head's going to tell you all types of things. It's going to tell you you can't do this. It's going to tell you that people are going to laugh at you, or people are going to ignore you, or people are going to hate you. And your head's going to tell you the craziest stuff, I promise. And none of it's true. Like, yeah, some people might get annoyed or whatever, but not everybody is going to. And, if we let our fears take over, that's when we put on the brakes and that's when we give up. I'm seeing some of my coaches now just, letting that fear take over, and they just want to put on the brakes and they're scared, and personal development. That's what I keep telling them is like, they have to, at least 15 minutes a day, put something in their mind that builds their faith up, that builds their self up, to know that they're greater and there's greater possibilities. So personal development's huge. And then really quick, Beachbody has really and just in 4 months, it's changed my life completely. I've met Lauren and her boyfriend. I've met Ashley, and I've met haven't met Shawana, but kind of like in a way, Shawana and Ron and like all of you guys, like Alexa, and I've met some incredibly awesome people just in 4 months. My life, the people that you have in your life are going to, shape and mold you. They're going to influence you either for the better or for the positive. And having these amazing people in my life has filled my life up so much. And I'm so grateful. And I'm a totally different person now than when I first started 4 months ago. And like, even financially, I don't know. I don't feel like I struggle financially anymore. It's like, I have Beachbody income coming in. And honestly, I used to, depend on my parents. I'm 31 years old, but I used to be able to have to like depend on my parents sometimes because I wouldn't have enough money to pay certain bills, or I wouldn't, I'd pay all my bills, but wouldn't have money for gas or things like that. And that stuff isn't happening anymore. Like, I'm finally self-sufficient. I'm finally paying for things that I wasn't able to pay for before, and being able to include some luxuries in my life now that, I wear glasses, but contacts, I love buying contacts, and I could never buy contacts before because it was a luxury and I didn't have enough money, and now I can buy it. So I don't know. It's like, I understand now that Beachbody is going to kind of be this vessel to bring me to some of my biggest dreams in my life. I always wanted to travel and live kind of in a different lifestyle, maybe on the beach or, different things like that. And I was like, how is that ever going to be possible? Before Beachbody, I knew I wanted to move to Maui, but I knew I'd probably need like 3 jobs to be able just to survive in Maui. And it's like, how do you enjoy Maui while you have 3 jobs, and Beachbody is going to provide me that opportunity now to be able to work from home, not just from home, but I could, go outside or go to the beach or whatever, and even work on the beach and stuff. So I don't know. It's like, I'm dreaming big, and they're big, crazy dreams, but they're possible. And I've stopped thinking that things aren't possible. I've only, now allowed myself to understand the possibilities and know the possibilities and know that anything's possible. And Beachbody is honestly giving me that ability to see that. So if you don't have a success partner yet, I really suggest getting one. Ashley and I started coaching around the same time. So we kind of like have that similarity where it's like time-wise, we're on the same journey. And so if you know anyone who is kind of, time-wise in your same journey or whatever, even if they're, a year ahead of you or whatever, it's just somebody you feel like would be a good fit for you to connect with, then, connect with them, say, hey, like, I heard about success partners, and this is something that I think would really benefit me and benefit you, and like, learn about each other, ask questions and ask about your goals, and see, what your guys' vision are. And you guys can help keep each other accountable. You guys can help run challenge groups together, so you're not alone in doing all of that. A challenge group can be a scary thing at first. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm in charge of all of these people. But honestly, if you have a success partner, they can help you run that challenge group, and they can bring in, more people from their side, customers. I hate calling them customers, clients, whatever. They can bring in more people into the challenge group that they're helping too. So, yeah. And if you don't know anyone yet, like Beachbody wise, you can always reach out on the Team Fit Revolution page and, see if anybody would like a success partner, just be like, hey, I'm new to Beachbody. I'm a coach. Is anyone looking for a success partner or somebody to help hold them accountable? And I'm sure you'll get plenty of responses. So that's why I love Team Fit Revolution. So helpful. So that's it for now. I guess we can, if you guys have any questions or whatever, I'm going to stop the recording, but thanks for coming. And if you guys want to hang out for a little bit and ask questions, feel free. But have a good night, everyone.